Woody has found himself in this garage living section with a lot of cars. Just set up. Don't take that turn wide. Try to set yourself up, especially when you're following cars like this, all the way down this back straight. Try to make a pass. Here comes our leader. Next one. Third place overall speed done with Yezik. Got to clean up the lap traffic. Nothing worse right now for Karlinskis, knowing that Lamborghini is a faster car, and now he's got to figure out a way around this lap traffic. Very difficult to navigate around this section. Not where you want to be in this lap traffic. That's the beauty, the thrill, sometimes the sorrow. Here we have a new leader, ladies and gentlemen, Darius Trinka, over his cousin, Karlinskis. Great car. Remember, Cliff Taylor had the Halloween. The Stack Auto List car, Mark Julian, new karting, new livery, beautiful cars. Smart solutions for true car enthusiasts. Right on board now with the 2016 car. Looks like that on that grandma salad car, Mark Sanders. Some of this lap traffic, able to get through some good heads-up racing. There comes Jeff Williams, teammate with earlier yesterday's race. White flag is out on our leaders. By Yezik, trying to make this spot back, so now Yezik overall into third place. Section. 80 different lines. Look out, here comes Charles Wick, blowing some smoke on that beautiful. I don't know what it is about that. He hates it, flashing his lights to distraction. But that's exactly what I was about to say. Look at that, Jordan Sanders making the pass because he knew that he had two cars right behind him. But here come the leaders side by side through 17. Can Karlinskis get it? They're coming down to the checkered flag. Lamborghini versus Porsche. And oh my goodness, Darius Trinka by less than a tenth of a second takes it over. Karlinskis and Anthony Yezik. Done in fourth, Charles Wick fifth. Great run by Charles Wick. Troy Peterson got sixth. Cliff Taylor seventh. William Oliver eighth. David Swati ninth. Jordan Sanders 10th. Reg Williams 11th. Thomas Ballister down a constant.
Interesting. Super interesting. Those first few races, calling the crew. Yeah, should we? I don't know. Then I see Charles in the Bentley pull in. I'm like, man, he's gonna get tires. He might win it. But then they call me at turn 3. It says there's no more rain here. I'm like, all right, so let's just call it. We're going to turn 1. The whole car moved like an entire car went sideways. I was like, oh wow. That was great. I came out of that third, from 6th to 3rd on the first lap. 1 lap later, I go into 15 and I just lazy spin. Unfortunately, I was back to like 10th or so. Came back to 7. I finished with 4th, 5th, and 6th right in front of me. It was fun. I think I had the fastest lap. So we'll see how we start for the next race.
David is correct. He did set the fastest time, and as you can see, he is starting from the pole in today's race. With 38 cars taking the start, this will be a split start with the Caymans in the start in the second group. We ride on board with Bill Oliver as he comes over the Michigan grid. Straight flag. And we've got green. Away they go, ladies and gentlemen. International GT Sprint Race 2. David Tuati in the orange car out front. Carlinskis in that red 2021 992. Fastest lap. Oh, Tadas, give him a look. David goes a little bit through, but David able to do the over-under. Carlinskis loses 2 places. Dunn able to take that second spot as they come under the mission bridge. 4, 2, 3, turn 7. David Tuati out front. So that's Dunn, Carlinskis, with Anthony Yezzi and Floyd Peterson. That's our top 5 as this train comes through. And look at this. Here's the start of the Stuttgart Cup. All these Cayman 4 liters and a lone BMW. Something happened there at the entrance of turn 1. Maria Magida had to get hard onto the binders there. They come down to turn 3. You can see all the water along the side of the track. You cannot want to go off here at all. The grass is very wet. As they come through the Tizer section. The Tizer S's and oh no! Somebody went around. I believe that's Michael Momino. Cayman was able to get back on the track as this huge train of cars comes through Q3 turn 7. Oh no. John Alexander, Derek Cooper side by side into turn 7. Looks like Derek Cooper was able to take that kind of snake line. Now John Alexander actually leads the spot as we ride on board with Steve Dunn just behind our leader David Tuati. Watch out because he's got Tadas right behind him. Also, keep a lookout for that black Lamborghini, Darius Trinka. Started back to the mid-pack, but a very fast driver. Here they come, coming through the exit of turn 17. Gen turn 1. Looks like Tuati still has the lead over Dunn, but Dunn looks like he's got a little bit faster machine up. Tuati comes through. Now the first lap is done. It's about 60 degrees outside, cloudy. It's going to take a while for these Pro Zeros to warm up as Anthony Yezin had to kind of give a little bit there to Carlinskis, who seemed to get turn 3 right in these first 2 laps. Come down this long stretch at turn 7. Tuati able to gap Dunn just a little bit. See some fighting back there between Floyd Peterson. Right on board with Bill Oliver. We had a banquet last night. Bill Oliver won an award. Up. There he goes Darius. You can see. He was looking in the mirror, saw him, gave him the spot. Everybody knows that Lamborghini's coming. I don't know if he has enough to get up to the front. He's going to have to go through a lot of traffic. Very good run. See the water with the driver right and left. Dunn going wide as we ride on board with Girotti through the bumpy section. Girotti getting a little bit squirrely, and oh no, he comes around with Dunn able to make the pass. No harm, no foul. Very place to come around them. It's going to be a little bit blind. So new leader Steve Dunn, but he's got Karlinskis right behind him. Go out from the lane. David Girotti. Turn one, not sure what position. We're on board with Dr. Reg Williams. That Bentley of Charles Wick. Oh no, he gets around. That four this seems to be in the thicket. Here we go, Karlinskis trying to make a pass, and he's going to be able to hold this off with Steve Dunn. So now we have another new leader. Right there on that rear. Right on board. Steve Dunn, who had the lead here. Watch that mirror. See, you got Darius on board. At the bottom corner, you can see that patient, but he wants to catch up to his cousin. These are our leaders right now in Stuttgart. Hall. Zachary Bradshaw fighting it out for the lead of the Stuttgart Cup. We're on board with Steve Dunn. Let him by, knowing he's faster than Whistler. We've got good grip on the track. Take over. Steve Dunn is going to lose a little bit. He had to get hard on the brakes and trying to go around and not lose a spot. Takes the more defensive line to make sure Desert doesn't overtake. But now Darius going to try to get Dunn to move. He does. Now it's his cousin, Karlinskis, going at it here. With that new building, going now there's the grandma Fowler, Jordan Sanders. Right on board with Washington Fowler. In the too fast, too tasty cars. Section with a lot of cars in front of him. Trying to set up. Back straight. Try to make a pass. Here comes our leaders. Third place overall, Steve Dunn for Yezik. Cole Peterson. Now they're coming up to lap traffic. Nothing worse right now. Faster car, and now we've got to figure out a way around this lap traffic. Very difficult to navigate. cousin, Gran Boyd Peterson. Having a great fight with the Taylor. Stack Auto List car, Mark Julian, new starting, new livery, beautiful car, stackautolist.com. Smart solutions for free car enthusiasts. Right on board now with grandma salad car, Mark distraction. Tommy Ballister, Velasco, Juan Gonzalez, we've got the sandwich what I was about to say. Look at that. Jordan Taylor making the pass because we knew that he had two cars right behind him. Come the leaders side by side through 17. Can Karlinskis get it? They're coming down to the checkered flag. Lamborghini versus Porsche. And oh my goodness, Darius Trinka by less than a tenth of a second takes it over Tadas Karlinskis, then Anthony Yezik. He's done it for Charles West fifth. Great run by Charles West. Floyd Peterson got sixth. With Mayer seventh. William Oliver eighth. David Swati ninth. Gordon Sanders 10th. Williams 11th. Thomas Ballister 12th place. Roberto Dalla Costa 13th.
Interesting. Super interesting. Those first few races, calling the crew. You guys got the right tires? Yeah. Should we? I don't know. Then I see Charles in the Bentley pull in. I'm like, man, he's gonna get tired. He might win it. But then they call me at turn 3. It says there's no more rain here. So let's just call it. We're going to turn 1. The whole car moved like an inch. The rear car went sideways. I was like, oh wow. And I was great. I came out of that third, from 6th to 3rd in the first round. One lap later, I go into 16 and I get my races spin. Unfortunately, I went back to like 10th or so, back to 7. I finished with 4th, 5th, and 6th right in front of me. It was fun. I think I got the fastest lap. So we'll see how we start for the next race.
David is correct. He didn't get the fastest time, and as you can see, he is starting from the pole in today's race. with 38 cars. They gave a start. This will be a split start with the Caymans in the Super Cup in the second group. Right on board with Bill Oliver as he comes under the Mission Foods grid. And we've got green. Away they go, ladies and gentlemen. International GT Sprint Race 2. David Tawadi in the orange car out front. Over Tadas Karlinskis in that red Porsche 2021 992. Oh, Tadas gives him a look. So David's staying a little bit through, but David's able to do the over-under. Karlinskis loses first place. Done able to take that second spot as they come under the Mission grid. Or to turn 7, David Tawadi out front. So that's Steve Dunn and Karlinskis. With Anthony Yezin and Troy Peterson, that's our top 5 as this train comes through. And look at this. Here's the start of the Stuttgart Cup. All these Cayman 4 liters and a lone BMW. Oh, something happened there at the entry to turn 1. Maria Mejia had to get hard onto the binders there. See all the water along the side of the track. All grass is very wet. When it comes to the Kaiser section, the Kaiser enters. Oh no! Somebody came around. I believe that Kaiser Thomas. John Alexander, Derek Cooper side by side into turn 7. Looks like Derek Cooper was able to take that kind of snake line. Now John Alexander actually as we ride on board with Steve Dunn, just behind our leader, David Tawadi. Now watch out because he's got right behind him. Also keep a lookout for that black started back to the big pack. Very fast right. Looks like Tawadi still has the lead over Dunn, but Dunn looks like he's got a little bit faster machine up there. Tawadi comes through. Now the first lap is done. It's about 60 degrees outside, cloudy. It's going to take a while for these Pirelli P0s to warm up as Anthony Yezin had to kind of give a little bit there to Karlinskis. He just can't seem to get turn 3 right in the first 2 laps. Turn 7. Tawadi able to gas Dunn just a little bit. Right on board with Bill Oliver. Last night at our banquet. There goes Darius. He was looking in the mirror, saw him, gave him the spot. He's coming. We don't know if he has enough to get up to the front. Come through the stack section. Garage living section. You get a lot of speed coming out here to set yourself up. Carry a lot of speed down this almost 1/4 of a mile long back straight. Tawadi off here. Look at this Dunn going wide as we ride on board with Tawadi. That's a lovely section. Tawadi getting a little bit squirrely. Oh no, he comes around. Dunn able to make the pass. No harm, no foul. That's a scary place to come around. So new leader Steve Dunn, but he's got Karlinskis right behind him. As you can see, one of the out from the pit lane is David Tawadi Williams. Down to that Bentley of Charles Wick. Oh no, he gets around. That poor blue Cayman just seems to be in the thick of it. As here we go. Karlinski's trying to make a pass, and he's going to be able to hold this off with Steve Dunn. So now we have another leader. Peterson right there on that rear of Darius Trudeau. 2022 Lamborghini Super Trofeo is right on board. Steve Dunn, who had the lead here for about a third of a lap. Defensive line. Yes, doesn't overtake it. Now Darius will try to give Dunn that move. He does, and now it's two cousins. Karlinski going at it here. Giawatti, Charles Wick with that new Bentley. And Bentley is new to him. I love seeing these Bentleys. There's the grandma salad, Jordan Sanders. Juan Gonzalez right behind the mission crew, right on board with Juan Gonzalez. Too fast, too tasty cars. Actually, it's very relaxed. The car is set up well for it. This is a Stuttgart cut. Woody has found himself in this garage living section with a lot of cars in front of him. Let's just set up. Take that drive. Try to set yourself up, especially with smaller cars like this, all the way down this back straight. Pass. Here comes our leader. Third place overall, Steve Dunn for the Ezra. Lloyd Peterson. Right now from Karlinski, knowing that Lamborghini is a faster car, and now he's got to figure out a way around this lap traffic. Very difficult to navigate around this section. There we have it. loses out on our leaders. Yes, trying to make this spot back. So now yes, overall in the third place. What I was about to say, look at that, Jordan Sanders making the pass because we knew that he had two cars right behind him. From the leader, side by side through 17, can Karlinskis get it? They're coming down to the checkered flag, Lamborghini versus Porsche, and oh my goodness, Darius Trinka by less than a tenth of a second takes it over. Tadas Karlinskis. Done in fourth, Charles Smith fifth. Great run by Charles Smith. Troy Peterson got sixth. Cliff Kayer seventh. William Oliver eighth. David Squat ninth. Jordan Sanders 11th. Thomas Ballister 12th place. Roberto
Interesting. Super interesting. Those first few races, calling the crew. You guys got the ring tires? Yeah. Should we? I don't know. Then I see Charles in the back keep pulling. I'm like, man, he's gonna get tires. He might win it. Then they call me. Turn 3. There's no more ring here. All right, so let's just call it. We're going to turn 1. The whole car moved like an entire car like sideways. I was like, oh wow. And I was great. I came out of that. The first lap. 1 lap later, I go into 15, and I just had a lazy spin. Unfortunately, I went back to like 10 or so, came back to 7. I finished with 4, 5th, and 6th right in front of me. It was fun. I got the fastest lap. I was trying to do the next race.
David is correct. He did set the fastest time, and as you can see, he is starting from the pole in today's race with 38 cars. This will be a split start with the Camerons in this under the Mission Foods Bridge. It's been bumpy. Turn 17 down the straight. And we got green. Away they go, ladies and gentlemen. International GT Sprint Race 2. David Twatty in the orange car out front. Over Tadas Karlinskis in that red Porsche 2021 992. Fastest lap. Oh, Tadas gives him a look and goes David a little bit through, so David is able to do the over-under. Karlinskis loses 2 places. Dunn able to take that second spot. They come under the mission grid towards Q3, turn 7. David Twatty out front. So that's Steve Dunn, Karlinskis, with Anthony Yezek, and then Troy Peterson. That's our top 5. Look at this. Here's the start of the Stuttgart Cup. All these Cayman 4-liters and a lone BMW. Ooh, something happened there at the Juan Maria Makita had to get hard onto the binders there. You can see all the water along the side of right behind him. Look out for that flag. Started back to the good pack, but a very fast right. Looks like Toronto still has the lead over Dunn, but Dunn looks like he's got a little bit past the team. Tawadi comes through. Now the first lap is long. It's about 60 degrees outside, cloudy. It's going to take a while for these zeros to warm up. He hasn't had to kind of give a little bit there to Karlinskis. He just can't seem to get turn green right in the first lap to come down this long stretch. Tawadi able to gap Dunn just a little bit. See some fighting back there. Bill Oliver had a banquet last night. Bill Oliver won an award. Love it. There he goes. Darius. He was looking in the mirror, saw him, gave him the spot. Everybody knows that Lamborghini. That's all he has enough to get up to the front. And have to go a lot of very important to get a lot of speed coming out of here. Set yourself up to carry a lot of speed. Almost quarters of a mile long. Look at this gun going wide as we ride on board with Tawadi through the bumpy section. Tawadi getting a little bit squirrely, and oh no, he comes around. With Dunn able to make the pass. No harm, no foul. It's a scary place to come around though. Be a little bit blind. So new leader Steve Dunn, but he's got Karlinskis right behind him. As we see one of these movements go out from the pit lane. Turn one, not sure what position. Dr. Reg Williams, 2007. Very good driver. That Bentley of Charles Wick. Oh no, he gets around. That poor Blue Cayman just seems to be in the thick of it. As here we go. Karlinskis is trying to make a pass, and he's going to be able to hold this off with Steve Dunn. So now we have another new leader. Right there. Darius 2022 Lamborghini Super Trofeo as we ride on board. He's going to have the lead here for about get this back. Watch that mirror. On board, you can see at the bottom of the board, you can see that patient, but he wants to catch up to his cousin. These are our leaders right now. Zachary Bradley fighting it out for the lead of the spin back up. Some spots behind him at the end of Darius Trinka. Lamborghini. Not bad. MTS song. Have to slow down or anything to let him by. He's faster than this. on the brakes and trying to go around and not lose a spot. Takes the more defensive line to make sure Darius doesn't overtake it. Now Darius might have done a move. He does now. Karlinskis going at it here. Bentley is new to him. Loves seeing these TLM. Now there's the Grandma Salad, Jordan Sandridge with Juan Gonzalez right behind. Mission 2, right on board in his 2024 Too fast, too tasty cars. Body language looks relaxed. Woody has found himself in his garage living section with a lot of cars in front of him. Just set up. You want to take that turn wide. Try to set yourself up, especially when you're back straight. Try to make a pass. Here comes our leaders through next gen turn 1. Third place overall, Resident, Troy Peterson. Lap traffic. Nothing worse right now for Karlinskis, knowing that Lamborghini is a faster car, and now he's got to figure out a way around this lap traffic. Navigate around this section, not where you want to meet this lap traffic. That's the beauty of the road. Sometimes the sorrow of mixed class racing. There's there we have a new leader, ladies and gentlemen, Darius Trinka over his cousin, Jordan Peterson. Having a great fight. Around Halloween with Taylor having a Halloween delivery with all the clothes. There's the Stack Auto Lifts car. Mark Julian, new karting, a new livery, beautiful car. StackAutoLifts.com. Smart solutions for true car enthusiasts. That's exactly what I was about to say. Look at that. Jordan Sanders making the pass because he knew that he had two cars right behind him. Oh, but here come the leaders side by side through 17. Carlinskis get it. They're coming down to the checkered flag. Lamborghini versus Porsche. And oh my goodness. Darius Trinka by less than a tenth of a second takes it over. Tadas Carlinskis with Anthony Yes. He's done in fourth. Charles Wick, fifth. Great ride. Floyd Taylor got sixth. With Taylor seventh. William Oliver eighth. David Pilotti ninth. Jordan Sandridge 10th. Jay Williams 11th. Thomas Ballister 12th. Roberto Dalla Costa 13th.
Interesting. Super, super interesting. Those first few races, calling the crew. You guys got the ring tires? Yeah. Should we? I don't know. Then I see Charles in the back moving. I'm like, man, he's gonna get tired. He might win it. And then they call me. I'm like, at turn 3, says there's no more rain here. I'm like, all right, so let's just call it. We go into turn 1, the whole car moved like an entire car, like sideways. I was like, whoa, wow. And that was great. I came out of that third, from 6th to 3rd in the first lap. One lap later, I go into 15, and I just had a lazy spin. Unfortunately, I went back to like 10th or so, came back to 7. I finished with 4th, 5th, and 6th right in front of me. It was fun. I had the fastest lap. We'll see how we start for the next race.
David is correct. He did set the fastest time, and as you can see, he started from the pole in today's race with 38 cars taking the start. This will be a split start with the Cayman's and the Street Car Cup in the second group. Right on board with Bill Oliver as he comes under the Mission Creek Bridge as they bump into turn 17 down the main straight. Waiting for them. Away they go, ladies and gentlemen. International GT Sprint Race 2. David Pilotti in the orange car out front. Edward Tadas Carlinskis in that red Porsche 2021 992. Oh, Tadas gives him a look. Goes a little bit through, but David is able to do the over-under. Carlinskis able to take that second spot. They come under position to win. 4, 3, turn 7. David Pilotti out front. So that's Steve Dunn, then Carlinskis, then Anthony Yezin, and then Troy Peterson. That's our top 5 as this train comes through. And look at this. Here's the start of the Stuttgart Cup. All these Cayman 4 leaders and a lone BMW. Well, something happened there at the end of the turn 1. Maria Mejia had to get hard onto the binders there. They come down to turn 3. You can see all the water on the side of the track. Very wet as they come through the Tizer section. The Tizer has it. Oh no! Somebody around. That's Michael Mamino in that 3.4. Turn 7. Derek Cooper side by side into turn 7. Looks like Derek Cooper was able to take that kind of snake line. Now John Alexander actually loses the spot as we ride on board with Steve Dunn just behind our leader David Pilotti. Watch out, he's got Tadas right behind him. Look out for that flash. Starting back to the mid-pack, but a very fast driver. Here they come, coming through. Next to turn 17. They had to kind of give a little bit there. But Carlinskis seems to get turn 3 right in the first 2 laps. Down this long stretch in 23, turn 7. Watch it, gas button a little bit. Right on board with Bill Oliver. At a banquet last night, Bill Oliver won an award. Championship last night about that. yourself up. Carry a lot of speed on this almost 1/4 of a mile long. Off here. Look at this gun going wide as we ride on board with Tawadi. Linsk is right behind him. You see one of the payments go out from pit lane to Tawadi. Now, not sure what position he's in. We're on board with Dr. Red Williams. Very good driver. Watch the water. That penalty of Charles Quick. Oh no, he gets around. That kid, Bruce Heyman, just seems to be in the thick of it. There we go. Karlinski's trying to make a pass, and he's going to be able to hold this off with Steve Dunn. So now we have another new leader. Right there. Here. 2022 Lamborghini Super Trofeo is right on board. Steve Dunn has had the lead here for about a third of a lap. On board, you can see it. Patient, but he wants to catch up to his cousin. These are our leaders right now. Brad fighting it out for the lead of the stand-up cut. Some spots behind him. Various trinkets. To let him by, no he's faster. Look at this. Darius trying to take over. Steve Dunn is going to lose a little bit and get hard on the brakes. Trying to go around and not lose a spot. Takes the more defensive line. Yes, he doesn't overtake, but now Darius going to try to give Dunn a move. He does, and now it beats his cousin. Karlinski going at it here. Right behind Mission Foods, right on board with Juan Gonzalez. Two fast, two tasty cars. Body language, which lap? Which very overall Steve Dunn, the exit, Cole Peterson. How to clean up the lap traffic. Nothing worse right now for Karlinski is knowing that when they're in the faster car and he's trying to figure out a way around this lap traffic. Very difficult to navigate around where you want to meet this lap traffic. That's the beauty, the thrill, sometimes the sorrow of this class racing. Mark Sanders, and there we have a new leader, ladies and gentlemen, Darius Trinka, over his cousin, Taras Karlinski. On that grandma's salad car of Mark Sanders. David was talking about Tiffany earlier. Yesterday's race. White flag is out on our leaders. Flag, yes, trying to make this spot back. Yes, overall in the first place. Those heaters on the side of the car. Flashing his lights as a distraction. But then we have a lot of Tommy Ballister with Velasco. The leaders side by side through 17. Can Karlinski just get it? They're coming down to the checkered flag. Lamborghini versus Porsche. And oh my goodness, Darius Trinka by less than a tenth of a second takes it over